good.
It's pillow talk, pillow talk, pillow talk, hey. Pillows and playing video games.
Welcome back to Pillow Talk, everyone. While I was doing my laundry and cracking open a nice, cold, refreshing Miller's Light. No, I would never drink Miller's Light. Miller's Light, Bud Light, Budweiser, all shit. All total shit. I'm drinking a Bell's Two-Hearted Ale. It's probably actually my favorite beer. It is very good. Bell's is, I believe it's based in Kalamazoo, Michigan. So it's an in-state brewery kind of thing. Should I... I'm getting low on health. Yeah. But yeah, it's a local... It's just better beer. I don't understand why people just drink cans and cans of Bud Light, Miller Lite, Budweiser. Especially Budweiser. Budweiser just tastes like flavored water with carbonation. It's awful. Do yourself a favor and drink good beer. God damn. But I was thinking when I was, getting a beer and that and all that jazz, I was thinking about people and how perceptions of people that have known for a long time can change. And one of the... should I get a Butterfree? You know what? Okay, if I get a male, okay, here's I'm laying it out right now. If I get a male Caterpie, I'm naming it Butters after Joshua. And then the next two different Pokemon, I'm naming Andy and Snake M&M. Why am I still fighting this thing? It's a wild Pokemon. And I don't want to go in this cave because I really don't want a Dunsparce or a Zubat. I don't want to go in this dark cave. I believe there's just one more trainer until Violet City, and I think he just has bugs. I'm almost positive. It's a fruity berry tree. Sick! I obtained the bitter berry. God, fucking rad. Thanks, dude. My feet hurt. I'm so sleepy. I've been at Disney World all day. I've walked too long, too far. But I was thinking of people and how your perceptions of people change, or when you kind of zen out and figure out what's going around with you and what's going on with what's around you, you kind of get this clarity sense. And I've been having that a lot recently, coming to terms with oneself or questioning things about yourself. And it doesn't stop. But you think when you're younger, in high school, especially in high school, starting college, that's your time to figure things out, figure out what's going on with you. So when you get out of college, late 20s, set in stone, you know what to do from then on out. That is complete bullshit. That is total bullshit. Throw that out of the window. You will always be changing and evolving. That's like the human way. And your friends will change. Your ideals will change. Everything will change. And I was thinking about that because I've had friends that once I realized kind of who they are as a person, what they do and how they act and how they treat people and how they are, you see them you used to see them with this bubble, and you were, when you saw that bubble, it's all shiny and perfect and cool because, whatever. But then that bubble pops and you just see the thing inside the bubble and you just think, wow, how did I not realize that? And then once you realize that, it's kind of relieving to just say, I'm done with you, just straight up, I'm done. I love that Weedle Sprite. That Weedle Sprite is really good. yeah, I don't know. I've had that a lot with a lot of friends, and a lot of falling out with friends, and realizing who they are, and a lot of that's to do with. I used to manage a local restaurant in town. It was Dairy Queen at the time, and then it changed to State Street Scoops, which is now like the mom and pop store or whatnot. And I'm just gonna stay in. I'm gonna be level 10. And I managed it, and my friends would need jobs in that, and I would help them, and I would bring them in, you know, get them a job, and then they never could see past the friend part of the job. They never saw me as their boss. They never respected me, and I would try really hard. I wasn't being disrespectful to them. I wasn't doing anything. It's just they just couldn't understand or couldn't get it. They were just being immature about the whole thing, and then that resulted to me being immature about the whole thing, and then, you know, had fallouts and all that. And then when you apologize and own up to it, and they don't, or when they do and they still act like children, like children, there we go, that's what I was gonna say. It's just like, wow, like there's something there, like there's something that caused you to be that way, you know, like parents or environment, how you were treated. It just all folds in and to create what this being is. I'm not saying it's their fault. It's, you know, how they were raised. Nothing was stopped. I don't know. It's just crazy. I was just thinking about that while I was getting laundry. You know, sometimes your thoughts are just so potent. You know, people try to zone out their thoughts, and I mean, I do it quite a bit too, where you like listen to music or constantly be focused on something or whatnot, just so you ignore your thoughts. But you can't, because essentially ignoring your thoughts is ignoring yourself, and when you ignore yourself, then it's just shit from there on out. Oh, why am I stopped? Oh, I thought I stopped. I thought there was a cutscene or something going on. Boo! But yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Because I've had that where, you know, I'm trying to figure things out as an adult. Like, I still live with my parents. I'm in my parents' basement right now recording this. Because I would stop myself from having potential. So, because right now I see myself as not being super talented or having any key, like, naturality to anything. Like, I'm not naturally good at a lot of stuff. But I can be a coward a lot. I can be scared a lot, and I say that in the sense that, and that's a powerful word. Coward is a very powerful word. Did I healed my mods, didn't I? I did. I totally zoned out on that. I was on yes I did. I was on total autopilot. No! There we go. So I gotta beat Bellsprout Tower first before I take on Fluganoog, the gym leader. So that's what we're doing right now. If I can, you know, playing with this joystick and playing Pokemon is very hard. But I naturally grab the joysticks. I'm holding a GameCube controller, though I can use a D-pad. It's just habits ingrained into my muscles. My muscles. See the pillar shaking? That never looked like a pillar to me, but now I can kind of see it with the dimension. Yeah, I can kind of see it now, but it never looked like one to me as a kid. But yeah, being a coward, I just because, like, I remember when I was a junior in college, I was full on set on making movies and stuff. But like over the course of like my high school career, when I would be in mass media or be in what do you call it? Be in mass media, which is like the announcement video creative thing of high school that got cut eventually because public schools do not get funded well. Or at the Career Center, I was in the video production, but I hated it because I would be making these videos with my friends and like none of them would take it seriously. They'd always fuck around. And I hated that, and it just made me grow to hate making movies. or videos or any of that. So I said, fuck it. In my junior year, because what happened was at Ferris there's the program, and then you have your junior classes and your senior classes when the program finally starts to come into fruition and you see everything regarding it. And the juniors were in charge of doing this class called Studio, where we produced Ferris TV, this show, which is like a variety show, I guess you would call it, or more like a talk show, like Ellen or Jimmy Fallon or whatnot. Not near as good. It was very boring because, again, the teacher creatively constricted us. And then we would do 2 half-hour shows. One was a random show around Ferris. Like, there was a diversity one. There was one about the community. It was, and they were just labeled different things. And I forgot what I was going to say. And because of that, there was this one time when the first show we did, I was a camera guy. I was camera 2. And I was being the camera, and I didn't have much practice because whenever we would practice, I could only stay for so long, and I couldn't come in by myself because I was working as a full-time student and then working 2 other jobs. So I had like no time at all to do anything. I'd have to schedule everything so specifically to do anything. And so during that first show, the teacher, who is one of the worst teachers I've ever had in my life, just starts yelling at me like over the phone, causing me to freeze up and do that. Like, I get extremely embarrassed, and I realized that I do not want to deal with this shit anymore. So I immediately after that went and switched my major to elementary ed, then back to TV, and then I went to then I finally settled with technical and professional communication, which is just a writing thing, which is basically a major for people who have no idea what they want to do but want to pay to feel like they're doing something. And then Ferris just like, they never helped me with anything. Like, the advisors were awesome, but they never went above and beyond to help find me an internship or find me to do something. They would advise me to do something, and Sandy, my advisor at the time, is amazing. Like, she was very supportive and everything, but it was just like there was no opportunity there. And because of that, I am still stuck in my parents' basement without opportunities because I was afraid to go take another step, because I could have went and did an internship out of town, but I didn't. One, I was scared, and then 2, I didn't have the ability to. Like, at the time, my dad just lost his job. My mom was the sole income provider, and she's a public school teacher. They get paid shit to begin with. And I was working school full-time, working 2 jobs in order to live by myself and pay all my bills, because when I turned 18, my dad made me pay everything myself. So I never could afford to save to go do something, and my parents would never pay to help support me, like to help put me up in a house somewhere or whatnot. And they couldn't now because my dad didn't have a job. And because of that, I had to do a internship at one of my jobs I was already there for, that I knew wouldn't provide me any opportunity whatsoever, but it provided me the credits to be able to graduate. But that's all that was. And then I would apply for jobs, and I couldn't get denied because I didn't have experience in those fields. And it just became a whole thing. And so now, full circle, I'm here. And it just sounds like I'm super sad, but I'm trying to figure, I guess, out what to do. Because life makes it so hard for you to do things yourself. If you want to go and live by yourself in a different city, you need to save up X amount of money, because living is ridiculous. You can't live by, they're practically bottlenecking you to have to live with someone by either finding a roommate or getting married or getting a partner and living together to split expenses. That's the only way. You can't, like, I have a full-time job right now as one of the head tellers at a credit union, and I can't afford to live by myself and pay car insurance, pay my health insurance, my life insurance, my visual and dental bills and cell phone insurance, and I can't afford that by myself. I need someone else to help pay for rent, because I'm paying for rent right now and I'm living at my parents, because that's just how my father flows. And yeah, it's a little fucked up, but whatever. I guess he sees me as like old enough, I should be able to. I don't know. It's a whole thing. But anyway, after this battle, we'll do next time on Pillow Talk, and I won't be on my soapbox. I don't know. It's you signed up for a solo session with Patrick. You're gonna get a soapbox. Yeah, that's just how it is. Is this guy done? Does he have enough? Is he dead? Cool. We beat Sage Chow. Cool beans. Alright, next time on Pillow Talk, we're gonna hopefully beat Bellsprout Tower.